Guys and girls, how are you doing this fine night actually? This is Flavored with MMO Game TV, and right now I'm about to show you a cool trick in Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn, a trick not all of you might be aware of, but it's really cool, you know. It helps you save a lot of time with your character interface, with your keybinds and stuff, especially if you have characters from original Final Fantasy XIV or maybe closed or open betas. It basically allows you to copy interface from your older characters or maybe some interface you obtained from the internet onto your own character. And this is a small trick, but it's extremely useful. As you can see right now, I'm logged into a newly created character on Odin server. By the way, if you are interested, we can always hook up there and play around together. But anyway, I get sidetracked a little bit. It's a newly created character. Right now I'm sitting looking at it and wondering, do I really have to set all of my keybinds? My movement is on WASD also, and it's keyboard turning on the list. Oh my god, this is just horrible. I just want to put this character aside and forget about it for good. Alright, I'm just logging out of the game and never gonna play it again. But wait a second, there is a solution, and the one I'm going to show you right now. For this example, I'm gonna be using Altab Salamander 2.5, an old and trusty file manager. But of course, I will later in this video I will show how to do it with Windows Explorer as well. So the trick is pretty simple. You navigate to your operating system root drive. In this example, it's the standard C, and go to your users folder in Windows Vista XP, Windows Vista 7 and 8, it's called users. In earlier versions of Windows, it's called documents and settings for like in Windows XP. So this is where you go. Go to your users folder where you play Final Fantasy from. In this example, I'm logged into music. Then we go to my documents folder, but since this file manager shows actual path, not symlinks, you don't need to think about it much. It's just the actual path to my documents folder is called documents. So this is where I go. Next, we navigate to my games, and this is where all you can find Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn, where all the character settings are kept. So we go there. There is also a beta folder here. And there we go. These folders here is where all your characters' data are kept. Unfortunately, as you can see, there is no chance to identify, and nothing inside them actually tells you what character it belongs to. So your only hope here is to sort these by date and basically pray that you remember the date your character was created on, as well as the character you want to copy your interface from was created on. So after that, it gets quite easy. Let me change both panels to the same folder. First of all, we go to a folder we want to copy interface from. In this case, I remember that this folder was created, or rather modified, on 29th of August, just a little while ago. So let me navigate to this folder here. Inside you can see a variety of DAT files. Each of them corresponds to a different portion of your character's interface, so it's not necessary to copy all of them. You can just identify files like controls and keybinds if you want to change only these part. If you want to change layout of your hotbars, you can copy only this file. If you only want to bring macros over, you can copy this file. And there you go. But in my example, I really want to copy all of them to update the whole interface. And even though this interface is tailored to a thaumaturge right now, most of it will still apply to the Marauder I'm playing. Keep in mind though, you can easily tailor any interface to to any character with just minimal adjustments. So without further ado, let's go ahead and navigate to a folder. Wait, let me sort it by date, to a folder of a character in question where we want to copy our interface to. So this is the newly created folder here. It has all these files as well. So let's go back to the folder we want to copy interface from, select all the files, and just copy them over. Let's overwrite all the files in the destination folder, and let's see. Oh, it's already playing and opening. Keep in mind you have to be logged on for the changes to take effect. They are not instant. This is a Marauder I was playing. Let's go ahead and log in. Luckily there is no queue on the server. Well, of course it's night, but when I was creating this character there was a queue, so I was scared that if I log out I will not be able to log in for a while. And just look at that. You remember how interface looked before? Well, check this out. Keybinds. Yes, finally no keyboard rotation. Instead I'm using strafing. All my keybinds on my skill bars have been set. As you can see, the HUD layout changed from standard to help me collect more info. Really, my interface is tailored to PvP, and if you stick around my stream at twitch.tv/dailypvp, you will see a lot of Final Fantasy XIV PvP in the future, as well as definitely some endgame content. But anyway, as you can see, it's a surprise, it's magic, definitely crystals are at work here, as my interface is now set to how I want it to be. You can easily just download some interfaces from internet, or back up your interfaces in case you, for example, need to move them across computers. Just copy them over to any character, and there you go. You don't need to set up everything by hand. But anyway, I promised to show how to do it with your standard Internet Explorer, because obviously... Why the hell is my caps on? Because obviously not everyone has file managers, so it's just as easy. First of all, we navigate to our operating system root drive. Second, we go to our users or documents and settings folder. In this case, it's users, it's documents and settings if you're using Windows XP or earlier. We go to a users folder where we play Final Fantasy from. In this case, it's music. In this case, we go to my documents, not documents even. We don't even see a folder called documents here. My documents, my games, Final Fantasy XIV, a Realm Reborn folder. And it's pretty much the same deal. Here we need to find a folder to copy interface from. In this case, it's this one, created on 29th, or rather modified on 29th of August. We go inside, we select all the files, we copy them. Then we go back to the folder we need to copy these files to. It's this one. We go ahead and paste all of them. We select this checkbox and just go for copy and replace. And there we go, we've updated our interface. You can always just back up any of these folders you want to just archive, move them to a different location, and you will have your interface and settings saved in case you need to do a clean system sweep, or you need to move them to your laptop or another PC, you want to play it to your friends or upload to the internet for someone to use. All of these things you can easily do. Just make sure your folder is easy to identify, unlike the way the game creates them, because what the hell is it? CHR00400017. Well, it's a hexadecimal name for your character, I assume, but nothing a normal human can read. Although, if you can read hexadecimal, God, you are amazing. Anyway, the easier way to do this would be to just go libraries, documents, and there we go. My games, Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, and there we go, pretty much the same deal as I explained before. So, it was flavored with MMO Game TV. I hope you enjoy this video. Make sure to follow youtube.com/dailypvp as well as youtube.com/dailypve. Pretty much everything that's down below. Follow my Twitter. I like meeting new people. Let's just chat about Final Fantasy or virtually. any other MMO out there. Well, not any other, but I do play Guild Wars 2, SWATR, I do play Terra, I do play... what else? What else do I play? Well, quite a few other. No point in just listing them all there, so follow me if you like this video and stuff. There will be a lot more fun things in the future, and I wish you all a good, well, I guess it will be day or something when you're watching this video, so a good day or evening or night or morning, and stay safe.